As we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
37-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And maybe just lucky to get that pass away.
And maybe should have held on to it, because I don't know what you thought. That didn't look like the primary receiver to me.
No, I don't think it was.
I agree. I think he's coming to a secondary target. Maybe in that situation, you don't throw it at all. Eat it, take care of the football. They're fortunate nothing bad happened on that one.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
5-yard
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 8. We own them. We own them.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Love. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoomed. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Carry now for Tony Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Love from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6.
Circle round twice for the encore.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 8. Get your swerve on. Check safety.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a give to Lindsey. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
6 yards to go.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
One more time with Lindsey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Second down, here's Hurts. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Lindsey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Jaguars 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Go. Go. 35 to Mike. Wild.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
35 to Mike. Let's go, D.
On 1st down, Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 53. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Hey, one set. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And quickly finding Rager. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going deep for Brown. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down. incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Lets it go for Nelson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Oh, that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Third and long for Love. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there, because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Here's Hardman to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his second miss of the game. They both hurt. This one especially so.
Yeah, you've got a chance to give your guys a second-half lead, and they're counting on you to put them in front. And I tell you, there's no one more disappointed than he is that he let his guys down.
He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Lindsay saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Colts 21, Jaguars 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. This ball complete to Rager. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. $13 yards remaining on second down. Hurts. The screen pass here to Cohen. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
35's the mic. 3 buzz. Alert flare. 70 lying.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
4th down.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right. No good. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a 1st down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Indianapolis.
Tony Pollard, 29 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Score, Colts 28, Jaguars 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Love. Screen pass to Lindsey. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This to make it a 3-score game late.
45-yard attempt.
And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And it's second down. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Lindsay, first down and more than that. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Lindsay, 74 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 35, Jaguars 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
Second and 11.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he is all the way up past the 25.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.